you doing, boys? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I thought I would just come on and spend an hour with you, okay? I don't come on my YouTube channel a whole lot. I do love you guys very, very much, and I do appreciate you guys very, very much. So I don't really come on and waste your time with bullshit, okay? Generally when I come online, it's for a reason, or it's part of my own psychology, psychiatric help. But this time around, I thought I would just share you what we're doing, okay, and to motivate the younger men that watch this video after the live ends. Um, I was watching some of these videos, and there was a young guy on there, and he's like basically nearly in tears, whatever. He's like 30 or something like that, and he's saying, I don't know my path in life. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm lost. I've got no way of knowing, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And the whole video was basically him saying that he's lost and, he hasn't got a path in life. And how do you find the path in life? I think that's the name of this video. How do you find a path in life? You don't find a path. The path finds you. Basically, you're just walking along and you just say to yourself, well, I'll give it a go. Okay. I am the age that I am, and here we are. We are trying to go for a forklift license this week, and next week is a HR truck license. And I think 2 or 3 weeks after that is the white card. Okay. So I'm going to do my best to do this. Okay, there's my workbook, and this is your guide. So I have until Monday, gentlemen. I have until Monday to learn this and answer the questions, and to get it properly done, mate. To get it done. So I thought I would share it with you. I've been studying and studying. This one gives you all the guide. This one kind of like gives you practice questions, that you'll find that are in the test, examples of questions, and, you're supposed to go along and, learn, study, and you've got, dudes, there's 61 questions. You're only allowed to get, you got to get 57 correct out of the 61 questions. So there is 61 questions that have to come out of this booklet you're supposed to learn. It's Monday, 8 o'clock in the morning that I'm taking the test, and then hopefully, if I pass this part of the test, the written test, then you go to the driving test. If you don't pass this, then you don't even go to the driving test. So fingers crossed that I can suck in this amount of information, and I thought I'd go through it with you. And maybe you'll get inclined to go and get a forklift license. Even though you may not be a forklift person, and you're not going to be a forklift person, it does not matter. You get the plastic to sit in the wallet. Okay, you got the plastic to do it. Okay, if you wanted to do it. Plus, you could be a forklift driver anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world, you can be a forklift driver. So it doesn't matter where you travel to, gentlemen, or what you're doing. This is the kind of license that you could use anywhere you go. Okay. The same as the heavy duty truck license, the same as the white card. If you wanted to go to another state and visit another state, then you would have a better chance of getting a job, you see. So this is their process in order to get this. I did this all last week, 8 a.m. until 3 p.m., 5 days, and then again on Monday of this week. And then I've got until next Monday, 3 days from now, to do the test. Okay, so I've been studying like crazy. Okay, so I thought I would just share with you, and no, I've never drove a Sheila anywhere. I've never had a Sheila to drive anywhere. So that's the other thing, the other video I was watching, like how do you spend time alone, listen, man, you men have to get used to being alone. You men have to get used to being alone. You need to get it in your fucking head, okay? If you've always got a woman around you, and then something happens, you're going to get very fucking lonely because you've relied on that woman for company, and once that woman's gone, you'll have a huge chunk missing out of your life. So you really need to, like get used to being on your own, gentlemen, because at the end of the day, at my age, this is where we are. You end up, alone. Ah, I don't know how you got a fucking a hammer. How in the fuck did you get a hammer, you fat cunt? Let's see. So they made you moderator, did they? Not any fucking more, cunt. You got to ask my fucking permission, mate, to get a hammer in here. If I don't give you a fucking hammer, you don't get shit, you fat cunt. So I don't know how you got a fucking hammer, but try checking it again, Mr. Rocky. You ain't got fucking anything, mate. You ain't got a hammer no more, brother. I'll give you a hammer. I'll give you a hammer, Rocky. Get the fucking lube out, mate. Straight over to Diddy's fucking parties, mate. You're going to have a big Rocky Rena freak-off. A Rocky Rena freak-off party. He's going to be the one hiding in the closet. You'll know him, man. He'll jump out as you walk past. He jumps out, gives you a boo. He fucking jumps out, mate. You know. All right, assessment process. For this unit, you'll be required to complete a set of assessment tasks. This assessment tasks are mandated national assessment, so it's national, guys. So anywhere in Australia, boys, anywhere in Australia, you can get a fucking job being a forklift driver. Before the assessment commences, your assessor will make sure you have sufficient experience to undertake the assessment, confirm your identity, make sure you know the time, date, and venue. Anyway, we'll get past all of that. What is this here? Chapter 1, forklift operations, mate. Okay, 1.1, parts of a forklift. So this will be in your test, and you'll have to choose, I think, maybe 4 or 5 of these, and you need to learn all of them, or choose 5, really. And you need to put them into your mind. And it'll just go, question, whatever the question, it'll be just parts of a forklift, and you're supposed to name them, okay? You got to remember all this stuff, dude. There's 61 questions. There's 61 questions in this test. So it's basically you get to a point. Oh, ladies, you were well represented in the class. You'll be glad to know there were 3 ladies in the class, so wanting to be a forklift driver. 2 of them dropped out. Okay, 2 of them dropped out, and one of the men dropped out. A young bloke dropped out. And then the other guy got busted for thief. Stealing a drill while everybody was in the class. He went to the toilet and stole a drill, took it to his car and come back. 2 seconds later, he's pulled out of the class, mate. Everything's on camera, boys. Everything in a place is on camera. Like I don't know what the person was thinking. As a student, you're learning either a job or a simulated classroom environment. Everything you need to know ensure that you are going to be work safety and efficient. So that's probably your first question they'll ask you. Then they'll query you on all of this kind of thing. HR work licenses, high-risk work licenses. High-risk license holders fail to work safely when performing high-risk work. The work health and safety regulator can. So that'll be one of the questions they'll ask you. So you need to learn, suspend your license or prosecute. You need to just learn 1 or 2 of these. Every single thing you'll need to learn 1 or 2 of what's in them. Okay. It's a big deal, man. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swallow it all. To be quite honest, viewer, I honestly don't know if I can swallow it all. I try and remember it. I went to the questions, and I would ask myself just ask myself the question and see if I can name the answer. Close the book and see if I can name the answer. And I did all right out of these. Okay, I did all right, except for the hazard one. Define what a hazard is. And then the next one is define what a risk is. Question 5, list 3 hazards that could be found in the workplace. When operating a forklift near power lines, how close do you need to get to them? Give an answer in your state. With this one, apparently the instructor was telling me that I need to learn the entire. I think that's in this. Man, I was looking at it going, how am I going to remember this word for word at my age? Okay, I don't want to say that. I shouldn't say that. But watch, man. I'll show you. You're supposed to remember all of that. Word for word. Okay. So I've got to swallow this, boys. I really do. Even just that alone, I have to like really try and commit it to memory. Just that alone. Anything can get you not passed. Well, they call it failed. Okay. Like the guy said, if it's not, it just has to relate to what the book has said. Okay. If it doesn't, it's a fail. Cheating is a fail. No phones. No, you'll be sitting on your own. It goes for 2 hours. You get 2 hours to complete it. Yeah, not good, man. Uh, yeah, don't be writing nasty shit in my comment section, man. I don't know why you're wasting your time. The instructor was kind enough to go through it with, like he actually named them. Question 3. He actually tells you, choose 3. You've got to know 3 of these, and you've got to know exactly the wording. He said if the wording's not right, you'll fail. You'll fail. Safe working practices. This is one that I was stumped on. It says here, provide 2 examples of your legal responsibilities, duty of care when operating a forklift in the workplace. Provide 2 legal responsibilities. So what do you reckon? Workplace safety when operating a forklift. I couldn't find anything in here that dealt completely just with my responsibility. Listen, everyone has a legal responsibility and duty of care. That's what it says there. Everyone has a legal. So it says provide 2 examples of your legal responsibilities. So if anyone knows what that is. Yeah, well, there's nothing that I would watch that would remind me of you, mate, because you're a fucking peasant. Okay? So there's not a fucking thing in my life that would remind me of fucking you. Okay? Except maybe the coffee bean grind that I wash down the fucking sink. Because you bring nothing to my life but fucking negativity and bullshit, mate. And here I am trying to bring something to your life. And yet you're sitting in there talking shit about my life. Absolutely fucking bullshit, mate. And I let you run your mouth, don't I? I let you run your mouth like a fucking idiot. Just to show everybody in the fucking steam that you're a fucking knob. A little stooge. A fucking stooge, mate. And I don't give you my power because you're a fucking stooge. And I don't answer your bullshit. I'm not here for fucking stooges, mate. And that's why I don't come on here a whole lot. I don't bother with your live streaming anymore or whatever. They're a bunch of fucking children, mate. They're a bunch of children, bro, and they don't bring nothing to my life. They don't improve my life. They don't do shit for my life other than suck the energy from my life and want to cause problems in my life. Like you love causing me problems in real life. Or you try to cause me problems in my real life. That's about it, really. You try. You don't cause me any fucking problems, to be quite honest. Absolutely none. Because I sit here fucking trying to get a forklift license, mate. That's what I try and do. Right, question 5, mate. Common workplace hazards include. So you've got a whole list here, right? You got to choose 8, mate. You got to choose 8. Okay. You got to choose 8. All right. So apparently you got to write 8 of these down. You know what I mean? If anything else prevails, booze, just go to the weather conditions. Just weather conditions, bro. Wind, temperature, lightning, rain, sun. There's 4 or 5 just there alone. Okay, just the weather conditions on its own. Okay, and then the rest after that, just think of the forklift. I don't know, forklift, blind corners, poor lighting, refueling areas, obstructions. Like all this, right? You got to remember 8 out of this list. If you don't answer it, dude, you fail. Okay, you fail. They're not just going to hand you a license, bro. I seen 3 people failing the other day, boys. They got through the test and they got to the driving part, and 3 of them failed. One of them failed for not putting his seatbelt on. Okay, because it's safety and occupational health and safety, right? So the seatbelt is the first thing you do. Okay, so the guy got in there, started it up, drove away, bang. The instructor stopped him, failed him right there. You failed. That's it. I'm sorry. You need to go back and do it again, restudy. And the guy was in tears, mate. He was crying because another guy took a load from the top of the rack, went backwards in the truck, turned the truck and drove with it still all the way up, the load all the way up in the air. So straight away he was stopped and he failed because that's just not how you travel with a load, okay? Very, very dangerous, mate. Very, very, very dangerous. Like incredibly dangerous. I was watching it going, what is the guy doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like he was going, he had intentions of driving around the maze with this fucking load all the way up the top of the forklift. And what I say to you is, if you don't have a path, mate, you just find one, man. Just occupy your brain as a man. Occupy your brain as a man, and go and do the fucking shit. It doesn't matter if you're not going to do the license or you don't think it's, you're going to be this or that or the other. It doesn't matter. You've got a bit of plastic in the wallet that you can always pull out, and you're qualified in something. Okay, you're not wasting your fucking life playing a video game all day. Fucking watching corn all day, right? I'm really scared. I am sure. Is it Shauna? Thank you, ma'am. I am actually pretty scared. I really am. I'm not a genius, mate. And for me, you can see it all written here, right? So I've been listening to the guy like fanatical. Question 5, he said to me, this will be common workplace hazards include. That'll be the question. And he said, you've got to name 8. Okay, you've got to come up with 8 of these. And I'm like, fucking 8? Damn. We haven't even started yet, okay? That's just the first page. It's page 21. This is another one. You've got to choose 3. So make sure you consult with the right people about workplace hazards. This includes, so you've got to choose 3 of these. Okay? The next question, it is important to consult with workplace supervisors, workers, and safety officers before starting on a site too. You've got to have one of these memorized. Identify or make any workplace specific hazards, ground conditions. That's be the one that I do. Or here it is here, man. That'll be the one you remember. Identify hazards and controls. It is important to consult with workplace supervisors before starting on a work site too. That'll be the question. You see how the fucking question will be asked to you, man? You got to have 61 questions, dude. 61. You've got 2 hours to complete the test. You've got to get 57 correct, or they don't give you a license. If you don't pass this, you don't get to do the driving part. Okay, you don't even get to that point. Okay, this goes for 75 pages. It's 75 pages. You've got to remember this word for word. The guy told me to remember all of this. You're going to be questioned on this word for word. He said if you get any of that wrong, you will fail. He said you will fail on that. He said it's safety. It's very important that you remember this part of it. This one is the next question 6. Question 6. The guy told me this will be a question 6. And all it will say is a good tip to check. He said that's all the question will say. He said it doesn't give you any Any idea of whatever it is, that's what it comes from. He said you've got a above head or eye level on the ground. He said that is your answer to that question. He said, sometimes these questions can be confusing. They can, you just you get lost in your brain because you're overwhelmed. He said you've just got to. He said what I'd like my students to do is just train for an hour, do 1 hour per day, 1 hour where you sit down and you study this for 1 hour. He said then just walk away, have a break, have something to eat or whatever for a couple of hours, and then come back and do another hour. And he said if you just did that once a day until the test, he said that should be enough if you've studied the guide. He said, but this is it's a license that you have to work for. It's not something that's just going to be given to you. He said, otherwise everybody out there would have a forklift license. He said, this will be the question 7. The best way to find out the voltage of electric lines in your work area to maintain the required distance is, and that'll be it. That'll be the question. You've got to answer it, right? Far out, dude. So it's refer to the local electrical company. Okay, that'll be the answer to that. Refer to the local electrical authority. There's the answer. He said this will be question 7 or 8, something like that. Power line visual indicators, and he said you've got to remember tiger tails. He said remember tiger tails. He said tiger tails will be missing, and it'll be said used as a visual system to warn people of location and overhead electric lines. And he said you're supposed to put in that word tiger tails. He said if you miss that, you fail. He said the other ones you might get questioned on. He said so maybe you should learn them a little bit. Painting the lower section of the pole, like we've seen the white. Okay, those balls that are in the electrical lines. How do you distinguish? Other visual indicators that can be used to identify overhead electric power lines. That'll be the question. Okay, and you're supposed to write in. Okay, maybe one or two of these. One or two of these answers you're supposed to write in the question. Okay. All right. Page 26. Contact with power lines. If the forklift truck makes contact with electric lines, you must take action to limit any further exposure to danger. What are those? You might have to name one or two of these. Okay, but the question will be that one up there. That'll be the question up there. Okay. So warn others to stay away. Attempt to break contact with the power lines. I don't know how many of these. I forgot to write down. The gentleman did give us how many you'll need from each section, but sorry, man, I didn't write them down. Report to management, power company, and safety regulator. Have the machine checked before reusing. So this guide covers everything, man, to do as you would with a forklift, mate. Plan the task. 2.4, planning the task. You'll be definitely asked all about these, mate, okay? Obtaining a weather forecast will always assist with your planning for the day's operations to think about. That'll be the question. Right there, that'll be the question. So you've got to give, I don't know how many of these, mate, 1, 2, or 3 of them, I don't know. Suitable risk controls, plan the environment, plan the work environment, helps to schedule work activities. How in the fuck am I going to remember all of that, dudes? Like, seriously, ladies, there was 3 ladies in the class today. When I started, we had 1 lady left at the end of it. I don't know what happened, man. They just fucking bailed, okay? Both of the women bailed and a couple of the men bailed. Hazards associated with weather can include. That will be another question, okay? That will be a question right there. Hazards associated with weather. And then you've got to try and remember 3 or 4 of these, or maybe 1 or 2 of these they'll want. Okay? Okay? With this one, the guy actually asked us to add in the word places to this. So when planning out the task, some things you may consider other than site hazards are. That is definitely a fucking question right there. When planning out the task, some things you may consider other than site hazards. So I don't know how many of these you're supposed to remember, but I stuck with the permits, the equipment, and the details of the task. So that gave me three. I just studied on that. And then location of the task if I needed a fourth one. Because I cannot remember all of these. I'm sorry. And maybe PPE. That was the other one, personal protective equipment, because that'd be like an instant thing to think about. So the question would be when planning out the task, some things you may need to consider other than site hazards. That's confusing in enough, for an old bloke like me, man. Choose five. You've got to know five. There's the answer there. You've got to know five. So I did all of the site. I did this one here, just these here. There's four, and then I did the PPE. I'm trying to get them in my mind for that. Okay. Risk assessment. A risk assessment involves completing a risk analysis and risk evaluation by assessing the likelihood and consequence of the risk. You can understand the situation better and respond in any way. Rick's Mace, how are you, man? Thank you very much, Jude. You're really kind to me. That's really nice of you. I haven't been on me for. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Oh, Lord Dobby King at Gmail is my PayPal, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Dobby King at Gmail. But I'm just thought I would just show you my face and let you know what I'm doing. That way you're not, like I stay on path, gentlemen. I stay on path, gentlemen. As much as I can, I stay on path. Risk analysis. Risk analysis involves considering what are the causes and sources of risks and compromises. This is definitely a question. I don't know how I'm going to fucking remember all of this, boys and girls. Risk analysis involves considering what are the causes and sources of risks and compromises. Three factors. So I imagine you'd have to remember the three factors: consequence, likelihood, and risk level. I'd imagine you'd have to remember all three. Okay? I think you would have to remember all of them. Oh man, you're not gonna fall off the forklift. You got seat belts. Hey, I did really good driving it. I did so good driving it, guys. I was so fucking happy with myself, man. Even at my age, bro, I'm in a forklift, man, going backwards for like an hour, just through the maze, just through their little maze, right? I was just backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards over and over and over. And then I sat there watching other people do the driving, and then I sat there watching the guy doing the tests because I wanted to see what questions he was going to ask, what was involved in the actual forklift test itself. So I got to see two people fail. I got to see two men fail right there and then, bang, fail, you know. The instructor just went over there, stopped the forklift, and then he got hold of where the thing was and lowered it all the way to the ground, and said to the guy, "You failed. I'm sorry, man. You failed. You don't get to go past this point. Please remove. Get out of the forklift." that was amazing to watch, man. Like seriously, because they do not fuck about. They don't muck around over there. These instructors, if you don't earn this, you don't get it. Okay, you want to fuck around, you could hurt somebody, you could kill somebody. This is really serious shit. And the instructor said that we are responsible. Like I am responsible for your actions, for whatever you do out on that floor. But I am supposed to be watching you, and if something happens, then I can be legally responsible for it. And he just goes down the chain of command. He said, when you're, that's what happens. It's in a chain of command. So I'm not putting myself in that situation at all. So you fail. We had grown men in tears. A dead set grown men in tears. Okay. So I'm really, really just. I'm sitting here, man, all fuck day, just doing this, man. Just studying the guide, reading it back and forth, reading it back and forth, reading it back and forth. I'm trying to get things to sink into my fucking head. I really, really am. And then I go on, I don't look at the answer, okay? I just look at the question. List 3 actions an employer should take to ensure a health and safety of a worker. See, safe maintenance instructions, a workplace with health and safety, information for work to be done safely. So you've got to come up with this. This is how a question will be in your thing, right? So Part A, before you start work, who can you talk to about site hazards? Manager, safety officer. Why is this important to control hazards in the workplace? Define what a hazard is. Oh my God, Father Dude, I tried to, and define what a risk is. Like, check this out, man. You are supposed to remember this word for word, right? I'm trying to like define it a little bit. You know what I mean? Like break it down a little bit. The fulcrum, you've got to get this correct. He went through this. He said it has to be exactly like that. He said you will come up with a question, mark the fulcrum on the forklift. And he said you have to have the box exactly like that. You have to have the word exactly like that. In the halfway in the tire exactly like that. He said you cannot have the box, down the bottom, and you've got the word fulcrum written up here. He said fail. He said it has to be exactly like that so that we know you understand exactly where the fulcrum is. Okay. So that was a big one. He said, I've seen people fail the test just for that. He said, because they've written fulcrum in over here on top of the blades. He said, and it has to be done like that. So this is another one, center of gravity. This is another one you're going to have to learn, like all of these boxes, bro. All of this stuff. Remember, there's 61 questions out of this guide. 61 questions, man. This is question 9. This is a really important one. Rear end swing, mate. The one where your forklift, when you turn your wheel, it can really fucking swing out really quickly. And that you'll be asked, rear end swing is that's it. He said, fast sideways. You must remember all of this, all of the black writing. He said that will be the answer to the question. He said it must be the same. And I thought, well, I'll just put creates hazard for pedestrians and plant and equipment. I'll just try and break it down a little bit, so it's not all, you've got to get the gist of it, the guy said. It's got to be the gist of what's in the guide. He said, as long as I can read it and it's the same gist as what's in the guide, he said, because all of the paperwork goes to the transport company, it goes to the actual road people, and they read it, they read it to make sure that we're doing our jobs properly. He said, so the answers have got to be on there. It's pretty full on, eh? I never thought it was like this, mate. He said this one was a hard one for me to remember. You've got to remember 2 of the guards. Choose 2 for the test. So overhead guard, load backrest, which is that steel bar where the thing is, and foot guard. So I went overhead guard and foot guard. I just got to remember those. And the other one was the plates that I found. I got to get in my mind the plates. Where you're in a factory and you've got to go unload a truck and it's got to have those steel plates going in there across the top of them. Yeah, there's 2 of them, man. There's 2 of them you got to remember. This mathematics stuff, that's easy for me. This stuff here. That's like 5 seconds work, man. For me. That stuff I can work out really easily. Not a problem. If you need to calculate that, they said that'll be another question right there. If you find you need to calculate the weight of a load, make sure you consider, okay, and you need to name 2 of those that are on there. He said that'll be a question right there. He said then you'll have to do a mathematics thing, and you'll have to do it all on paper, just like we are in front of you now. You'll need to write it all out so that the person that's reading it can understand how you got to that. He said, because you'll need to do that in the future if you're unloading pallets and they need to know what the load is and stuff like that. He said, you'll need to know all of that. Forklift and pedestrians at any time, you got to remember all of that. All of this stuff you have to put into your memory, dudes. Never lift loads over people's heads as there is a risk of injury or death and part of the load falls from the forklift. Never let people ride or be lifted on the forks of a pallet. Passengers only be carried on the forklift that has been designed to carry more than one person. All of this shit makes you legally responsible. Like, seriously, dude. Laws do apply. Picking up a load. When picking up a load with a forklift, ensure that'll be the question. And you'll have to remember question 6 it'll be. There it is there, question 6. So you'll need to remember 2 or 3 of those. Do not carry the load on one fork arm. If you do, That'll be the question. Choose two. I've got to remember two out of this list. The load could fall, the stability of the forklift, damage to mast and carriage. So you've got to remember two out of that list, okay? Using two forklifts to pick up a load. Some situations may call for two forklifts. My Godfather, I hope I don't have to do that, man. When using two forklifts for the same load, use only experienced fucking operators. Damn straight, man. Have a third person who's responsible and experienced to control the operation. Damn, I don't want nothing to do with that, man. The distance travelled is limited to clearing the load carrier. Here's another one. The instructor was really nice. I mean, he did tell us, this will be question 9, you'll need to know 2. This is question 10, you'll need to know 2. Pardon me, man, I had this chest thing for a little bit. When travelling with a load, so you need to know 2. Yeah, I'm travelling with a load. Fucking mate, it's a huge load. I haven't dropped a load in fucking ages, have we, boys? We're all travelling with a load, boys. We need the load fucking undone. We need to be unloaded. I get some crazy chicks, dude. Crazy chick. I got to tell you this chick about fucking, what's her name? Tian Lee, mate. Tian Lee. I call her Tian Crazy Lee. She's in my phone as Crazy Lee. This chick is fucking nuts, mate. I don't know how she finds me, dude. Calls me up every couple of months to tell me about her life. I cannot be fucking bothered, but if I'm a bit bored, I fucking jump on and just say hello, you know. Tells me all about the boyfriends and the breakups and fucking the new boyfriend, and it's just pure pump and dump. It really is. The woman's 50-something years old, right? And still goes on to the single sites and what do they call them? The single chat rooms or whatever they are, and still trying to pull blokes, mate. Still it sits on the phone. Fucking, I laugh, mate. I really have a good laugh about it. Keep the load low. Travelling with a load. I've had a load, mate. Oh fuck, I've had a load. Keep the load low. Travel at safe speed. I got to remember that, man. Travelling with a load. Do not travel or turn the forklift with the load raised up in the air. You see, there it is right there, man. Do not travel or turn the forklift with the load raised in the air. This increases the risk of a tip over or a loss of load. Yeah, tip over, man. There you go. Or a loss of load. To ensure stability of the load and forklift, keep the load at axle height or as low to the operating surface. Here's one here. If the load blocks your view or your view is obstructed, you got to choose 2 out of there, man. Repack the load, operate in reverse, drive in reverse. Yeah, man. So there's a lot to study, boys, basically. There's a lot to study. I thought I would just give you a heads up a little bit and show you, that's what I'm up to the late. I got to do this I got until Monday. I got until Monday to try and sit down and, there's those dock plates I was telling you about, man. You got to remember both of these. Dock plates and bridge plates. Yeah, you got to remember both of those. Here's another question. Maintain a safe operating speed based on. That'll be the question. I don't know how many of these you got to fucking remember, but that'll be the question right there. Maintain a safe operating speed based on. So you'll need to, I don't know, 1 or 2 of these you'll need to remember. 1 or 2 of those. You've got 61 questions to cover, boys. You got to get 57 correct to get your license, okay? I haven't got a fucking car, mate. I haven't got a car, man. The Jeep fucking blew. I'm legging it everywhere, man. I get so fucking tired. Like, I really do. The supermarket's fucking miles away. I got to carry my fucking groceries. Like yesterday, I had to carry my groceries home. It just fucking killed me, man. I had to stop all the way along and just have a rest, and then do a little bit, have a rest, do a little bit, have a rest. But by the time I got home, my legs and arms were fucking killing me. And I had to have a little lie down, mate. I had to have a bit of a rest. So yeah, I'm trying to save my money, man. But at the moment, I'm just really glad to live. You know, I'm surviving. I'm alive. I'm cracking. I've still got my own little fucking place, mate. I'm safe, and you know what I mean. I'm at peace, right? Um, so I'm very lucky, you know what I mean. But yeah, I cover my bills and I cover my rent, and I got a couple $100 if I'm lucky for my food for the couple of weeks. It is disgusting, mate, how much. Like I picked up one bag of groceries and it cost me fucking 70, what was it, $69 or something, mate, for the grocery. I'm glad I walked out with some chicken, some meat, some mince, um, but not really, like seriously, man. I'm just gutted that is costing so much just to buy the basic needs of. So I don't buy anything anymore. I go to one supermarket, a block of chocolates $5.50. I go to another supermarket and it's $3.30. So the price difference is huge. I've also on TikTok, I've been watching the kid that replaces the price tags at the supermarket. He's the one that's doing the price, in each one of the slots. And you can watch his videos, and everything is just skyrocketed, bro. I mean, absolutely skyrocketed. I mean, I've never seen such a disgusting jump in prices in my life. An $8 product has gone to $12. There was a $14 increase just on the dishwashing powder. $14 increase. Like, it's just so I refuse to buy anything. Okay, I only just buy my basic fucking needs, and that's it. I don't buy anything other than that. But hey, I can't complain. Sometimes I get a few mask sales here and there. I'm pretty lucky. I do my arts. Um, I've completely and utterly run out of all my molds are here. Um, but I've completely and utterly run out of latex. I have none. I have no latex. Um, so there's not a whole lot that I can do right now. I can't actually afford to survive and get my latex, bro, at this point. I have to sell a few of my masks or try and there's four of them I think on eBay. I don't even have the latex to finish the hair on the clown. I wanted to do a clean clown, just a nice clean clown with red hair, orange hair, whatever it is. But I don't have any latex to do the hair. I have nothing, man. There's Jack there. So I haven't even got the latex to finish off the molds that I wanted to pull out of the masks. So I have, let's see, I've got this week to do this. I've got this week to do this. I've got money to survive, right? But I don't have money to pay for latex and survive. So you've got to make a choice, boys. You've got to make a choice. Which one, you know. So if I sell a couple of masks, then I'll have a little bit extra and I'll get down to the factory and ask them if I can buy some latex off them. And until then, I can't do shit. I can't do shit. I'm sorry. There's nothing that I can do. I don't have an extra $100 or $200 to buy latex at the moment. So I haven't made any masks. I'm concentrating on getting the license, mate. I'll get this done first. That's Monday. Tuesday we have our family law court situation happening. That's wonderful. And on Wednesday, I think it's or Thursday of next week, I've got the truck license happening. So I've just got a lot of things, at the moment. Like the next couple of weeks are going to be, and I need to survive. I need to be able to go to class, and I've got to pay for the public transport. And I've got to buy myself something to fucking eat. I can't concentrate, boys, unless I've got, a bacon and egg in the morning. I've got to have something to eat, right? Class starts at 8 o'clock in the morning, and it's in Hallam, so it's a 2 hour journey. Or an hour and a half journey at least to get to Hallam. It used to be a lot longer, but I've worked out the bus system now, so I've saved myself like an hour in travelling time, getting to and back from class. And a chocolate milk at class is $5. They've got a little cafeteria situation going on there. You know, a sandwich is $6. It's pretty reasonably priced, but it's still $11 a day or whatever it is, just in your lunch. So I've got to have in my mind, okay, it's going to cost me $30 for my lunches. I'll make some sandwiches. I bought some bacon, right? I bought some bacon, right? There's me bacon, right? I thought I'll make bacon and egg in the morning, mate. I'm too fucking tired, bro. Like I've got to be. Well, I'm up at 5:30, mate. You know, I'm up at 5:30 to catch the. So I'm not late for class at 8 o'clock. Um, these are some of the masks that I've had on that are on eBay at the moment. So at least I am trying to buy my way out of it, pay for my way out of my situation. I am trying to do my best to work my way out of the situation rather than, anything else. Just staying on path, bro. Staying on path. Uh, I've got four there. I've got four. I've got four on eBay at the moment. Those four. I finished him. I was glad. Got him out of the way. Like he was a bit of a freaking go. I don't make many of them. That was the clown that I was telling you about. So I've got the hair for him. I just wanted to do a clean clown. He's not finished in any way, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, there's no good me continue painting him. I need to fix the mouth up now. So above that, I'm happy with. But below that, I need to do some work on, okay? So just clean it up a little bit, the teeth and clean up the blue and that. I wanted to make him really clean, and then nice orange hair coming out, okay? Nice, just like one of the originals. And leave him clean. And I'll get rid of the shine. There'll be none of this shine. It'll all be matte. It'll be a totally matte mask. None of this shiny stuff will exist. So I thought that, and then I've just got no other, because this is how I get my way out of, I keep myself alive, mate. I keep myself cracking away. But I've run out of latex, boys. I've run out of latex. I've got a couple of $100 in the bank after my bills have been paid and stuff like that. And I thought, fuck it, mate, just stay on your path. Just stay on your path, okay? Just fucking continue your studies, continue your thing, keep it cracking away, get your license if you can, if you can remember this stuff, right? It's a lot of stuff for me to remember, mate. I'm sorry, I don't pretend to be really, really clever, and like there's a lot of questions here compared to the security guard course. So I really, I'm going to do my best, guys, okay, I promise. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, guys. Question 11. I've got to know three of them. When stacking loads on one on top of the other, you need to make sure that. So loads are stacked on a firm level surface. Heavy goods are placed at the bottom. The stack does not become unstable. Whether the load... So you've got to remember three of these. You've got to remember three out of this list. I've got to remember three of them, bro. Right, page 58 of 75. Use forklift attachments. When required to secure an attachment to a forklift, ensure that that's a question right there. He told me that's a question you'll get asked. So follow the manufacturer guidelines. He said they're easy answers. He said you just got to remember them. He said you got to study for it and remember them and try and get them into a file in your brain. Because you're only allowed a few failures. You got to get 57 out of 61. The effect of adding a jib attachment to the forklift is 2. He said that's a question again. He said that'll be another question right there. He said so you have to remember 3 out of this list. You've got to remember 3 of them, okay? So lower the load capacity, swinging load, changes the center of gravity. I don't know how I'm going to remember that. I really, really don't. You're not allowed to have your phone in there either. You're not allowed to have anything at all. Here's another one of the questions here. The effect to the lifting capacity of adding any attachment to a forklift is... The load capacity could be reduced. The load center distance could increase. How in the fuck am I going to remember that? Seriously, bro. Man, how am I going to remember all of this? Um, Forklift work platforms. Here's another one. One of these questions. I don't know. Okay, what do you want me to say to you? These are used to elevate personal workers for various working activities. A working platform specifically designed to mount on the forks of a forklift truck for the purpose of providing safe working place for personal workers. I'd say that's a fucking question right there. A work platform is specifically designed for mounting on the forks of a forklift truck for the purpose of, and there's your answer, providing a safe working place for personnel and workers. That would be a question right there. Many serious accidents and injuries occur when people fail to use a correctly designed work platform. If they use it in an appropriate way, these occur either fall, standing on the forklift tines, or pallets in an unstable still. Common causes of falls from height. You're going to have to remember all of this, man. There's going to be a question in there. We both know that there's going to be a question in there somewhere, man. Okay? Safe use of work platforms. Right. Jib attachments. Remember, you must not use ladders while in the work platform to gain additional height. Personal workers must remain in the work platform during raising or lowering and must not be moved to place other than for small positional adjustments. Must not exceed. So that'll be a question there. The load capacity of the platform must not exceed. That'll be the question there. That'll be a question, boys. You can guarantee it, man, and that'll be in that'll be in there. 250 kilos, man. Pardon me. Pardon me. I don't know, man. Mate, they tried to have us out there doing a double hitch knot on the truck. A double hitch knot. Mate, I couldn't do the fucking thing, man. I couldn't get the hang of it, man. Sorry. Like, I really tried, but I just couldn't get the fucking gist of it, mate. This is, he said this will be the next on your questions. He said you've got to choose 3 of these and learn them. Conditions that may cause a forklift truck to tip over sideways, lateral instability include, and you will have to need 3 of these. You will need to learn 3 of these. Okay, so yuck. Yeah, hey guys, just, here's another one. Choose 2. Question 15. Question 15. Do not park the forklift. Choose 2 of these. You know what had me confused, guys? Let me tell you what had me confused, okay? You see how we're on page 65, okay? Now we're up to question 16. The person was telling us, this is your next question, the question, blah, 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 he was telling us that, okay? So if this is question 16 and we're up to page 65, how in the fuck are they going to get 61 questions out of this, bro? Like, seriously, how are they going to get 61? Here's question 18. That's question 18 right there, okay? Always charge batteries in a well-ventilated area for a electric forklift, guys. Always charge battery in a well-ventilated area from any naked flame. When under charge, batteries of explosive gases, and they must be able to be ventilated to avoid an explosion from gas igniting. He said that'll be your question and your answer right there. To avoid an explosion from gases. So you've got to be in a well-ventilated area when you're charging these batteries. Checkpoint 2, 3, 4, and 5. I've got no idea. Okay, we haven't we haven't gone anywhere near that. I don't know what it. I don't know what this is, bro. Safe working method statement. Oh, these are all things that you'll be doing next week in your class with the actual. They get you to walk around the forklift and to check all the different things. All the different fluids and all the fucking shit you see there, right? And you're supposed to put a tick whether it passed or it didn't pass. Well, because it's on company, man. I mean, everything is perfect, of course. So you just tick it all the way down, and you'll pass there without a problem. And that's the end of the guide, right? Well, how am I going to get 61 questions out of that, bro? Seriously, when we, I stayed for the entire time, trust me, man. And we're up to question 18. We're up to question 18. And that covered the guide. Okay? That covered the guide, mate. That's the whole guide. So where are they going to, there's another 40 fucking questions that have got to come out of this, mate. Okay, so I mean, if the guy's telling the truth, there's 61 questions, and you've got to get 57 correct. Well, we got to the end of the guide, and we're up to question 18. So there must be a shitload of fucking questions. I didn't put these down. I mean, I don't know what number. Yeah, fuck it. So I don't. We certainly didn't do 61 questions, mate. I can tell you that. I promise you that, okay? Because that would take you 2 hours, 3 hours to do. So these are your example questions, okay, of example of what will be in your test, the questions that will be in your test. So go home, study the guide, quiz yourself, see if you can get things right without looking at the guide, and see how you go. You can only just do your best. You just got to do your best. So I hope I did all right, guys. If you try to pick up a load with one fork arm, what could happen? The load becomes unstable, damage to fork and forklift. That's acceptable, right? The operator's view is obstructed. How can the load be safely? If the operator's view is obstructed, how can the load be moved safely? Reverse driving and use a spotter out the back of the thing. Why is it important to make sure your load does not shift or move when operating the forklift? It becomes unstable, it could fall over and topple and damage the goods and any pedestrians that are walking around. What needs to be in place when loading or unloading from a dock? This was the big one I had to remember? The bridge plates and dock plates. Yeah, you got to get both of those. You said if one of them and you fail, you got to have both of them written down there. So he does give us, there's 12, 13, there's 18, 19, 20, 21 and 22. What is the maximum working load limit the forklift can lift with the mast tilt forward? You got to do it off the guide. Okay, you got to do it off the guide. Okay, oh fuck, mate, so what is it? What is the maximum working load the forklift can lift with the mast tilt forward? Let's have a look. Load working limit. Mast forward tilt degree. And he said maximum, right? Workload limit would be 1800. All right, 1800. So what is the maximum workload limit the forklift can lift with a mast in a vertical position? Vertical. So there's the vertical load limit, 2100. That's the answer to that. Can a load weighing 2100 kilo and a load center of 800 be raised with the mast in the vertical position? So we go to the vertical position, and what did he say? Sorry, it said mast, raised with the mast in a vertical. So can a load weighing 2100 kilo, 2100 kilo, 2100 kilo. You got to remember that. Okay, 2100 kilo, mast vertical, and what did it say? Mast vertical, weighing 20 and a load center of 800. So we have a load center of 600, okay? And it's telling us it was 800, working load limit be 2100. Yeah, so how much is the weight? 2100. So yes. Okay? Because it's above the load center. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Fuck. Oh, thanks, Rix. Thanks, man, if you make video. All good, man. I don't... I don't mind, man. I don't care. I don't think about it. I don't worry about the internet, mate, or any of their videos or shit. Um, it's most of it's all trying to get used against me in courts, and good luck to them. Good luck to them. It just pisses me off that they can make their videos the way they do, and for some reason that it's fucking real, and for some reason these things are like you're expecting people to take them seriously or whatever. Not you, Ricks, the other people that are cracking away, mate. Some of their videos are pretty horrid, man. The words on the video are horrid, but the actual video has got nothing to do with the words. That it's just to get the views, just to get the subs, or to get someone to like their video. And I love how the person that creates the video goes and then under the different names leaves comments on their own video. They leave comments on their own video to incite others to make a comment. But I know for a fact that they're all the same fucking person. They're just changing the name and making a comment on their own video. Other than that, I don't even think about it. I've got way too many other things to worry about and think about, rather than videos, that are made. Good on them. I don't really care. I honestly have. I don't care. I'm more worried about getting a forklift license. I'm more worried about Tuesday. I'm worried about truck licenses and how I can improve my life rather than negative stuff. Which can just get you down, mate. That's what it's meant to do, right? It's meant to break you down and get you down and rah, rah, rah. So I give it no power at all, mate. I've got way too much fucking art to make, way too many molds to fucking do, way too much painting to do, and then I've got to do courses, so I don't even fucking bother with it, mate. Oh, good on you, man. Oh, good on you, man. I'm glad for that. Well done, man. Thanks, Ricks. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. Not a problem. I thank you very much. If it's any good, mate, I'll share it on my channel, mate. I'll steal it off you, man. I'll steal it off you. That's it. It'll be fucking on my channel. I'll tell everybody that I made it. Yeah, I made it. I made it. I'm a genius, mate. I'm a fucking genius, mate. Oh God. Anyway, I've got to have a break. I like to just do the studying as I have with you now, and then I walk away and have some lunch, and I try and come back to it in an hour's time, and then go back through it again and read it all again, and try and swallow that. But if there's 61 questions coming out of here, mate, I might be in a bit of fucking strife. That's a lot of questions. It's a 2 hour course, man. A 2 hour test. Um, yeah, I just thought I would share you. That's what you need to do, boys, to get a license to operate a forklift truck. Yeah, it's not as easy as what it's made out to be. There's a lot of studying involved. So yeah, that's all your guide. You got to learn all about the tyres, man. You got to learn about the start. Even this thing here, you'll fail. You've got to use 3 points to get into the actual forklift itself. So your foot on the bottom, you're standing in the front. You've got to use your hand to lift to that. There'll be a rail there to pull yourself up. You've got to put your foot on the fucking thing. That's number 2, and then use your hand on your chair to lift yourself up. Number 3. And in reverse, you can't just jump out. You've got to use 1, 2, and 3 to get out of the. Well, that's an instant fail. It's an instant fail if you just jump out of the forklift or whatever. If you don't have your seatbelt on, it's an instant fail. Okay, an instant fail there and then, because it's the number. It's the second thing that you do once you get into the forklift, except getting into it, right? Getting into it, and then you do your seatbelt. Instant fucking fail, mate. Like I couldn't believe it. Question 3. After you start the forklift, startup checks. That's what it'll have. Startup checks include, and you have to look at all those 3. You got to choose 3, mate. You got to remember 3 of those. Reporting faults. Question 4. If you find anything wrong with the forklift during your pre-start, what do you do? So you do not operate it and you tag it out, tag the forklift out for service, then stop. You can just write, just tag the forklift out, okay? If you encounter any machine failure during operation, such as warning light, loss of control of brakes or steering, you should, and you got to choose three, I think it is there, yeah, three. So stop the forklift where possible, lock out and tag the forklift, report it to the management. These are normal common sense questions. Like, they are normal. If you just slow down, they're normal common sense questions. They're not something to panic over. You've just got to slow down, slow your brain down, and just take your time. Each question, just take your time with it. You've got 2 hours. You haven't got 10 minutes. You've got 2 hours. The guy said to me, take the entire 2 hours. He said, take the entire 2 hours. He said, do your thing. You think you're happy with it, then read over it. He said, make sure that every single thing is exactly the way you want it, because the minute that it lands on my desk, you're not allowed to touch it. That's it. It's mine. And I will fail you. If you get any of it wrong, I will fail you. I'm telling you now, I'll fail you. So he's a nice guy, but he wants you to understand the seriousness of your license, okay? You can check the weight of a load in a number of ways. So weigh the thing, weigh the load, check the markings on the load, calculate the weight of the load because from the box markings. Inventory systems that you got. I'm trying to remember three easy ones to remember from that. When using an attachment, this will be another part of the question somewhere along the line. When using an attachment, always make sure you have factored in the weight of the attachment. Check the shape of the load, make sure the heaviest part is against the mast. If the load is unstable or poorly stacked, restack it safely before you try to move it. You may need to secure the load using shrink wrap or strapping. All of this stuff, man, far out. This I found easy. For me, it's easy. You need to move a load of cartons that have been stacked on a pallet. There are 6 cartons per layer. You can see 6 cartons per layer. There is 4 layers on the pallet. Each carton weighs 33 kilo. The pallet is standard size and weighs 15 kilo. To work out how much the load weighs, you need to add the total weight of all the cartons in the weight of the pallet. So you go right ahead, boys, okay? Remember, there's 6 cartons, there's 24, 6 cartons per layer, 4 layers, 24 cartons. Each carton weighs 33 kilo. So it's 24 times 33. And then you would add on the pallet weight, 15 kilo. Okay, so here it is, here is 33 kilo by 6 times 4, so 24, 792, and then plus your weight of your thing, okay? Which is exactly what I got to. Here it is, here, right here. I worked it all out on, worked it out on myself. There's my answer, 792. I just didn't add in the weight of the what is it? 15 kilo. I didn't do the quote. I just wanted to work out if I knew the maths, if I could do it all, the maths. And that was shit easy for me. I think I got it right. I did get it right. I checked my answer and I got it right. Once you're ready to use the forklift, make sure you have implemented the required hazard control measures. Talk to the other workers in the area to ensure that they are aware of the work and the control measures you have put in place. Control measures could include, this will be in your test. It'll just have control measures could include disconnect the power when working near power lines. I don't know how many of these you would have to remember, but you're going to have to remember it. Putting safety tags on electrical switches, isolators to stop somebody from turning the power back on. How am I going to remember all of that, bro? Come on, man. Setting up barricades and traffic control to keep the area clear. I don't know how many of these you're going to have to remember. Danger forklifts operating in this area, so signs. I'm going to have to go through all this, man. Okay, I don't know. Question 6. Picking up a load. When picking up a load, After the forklift, ensure that you approach the load from front on. Insert the forks all the way into the pallet. Raise the forks and tilt the load back slightly for stability. Position the load at about axle height for safe travel. Do not carry the load on one fork arm. If you do, damage to the fork tines, stability of the load may be affected. The load could fall. Where was that question in my guidebook? Did I answer that correct? Remember that question about the tines? Why is the rear end swing? I'm going to bring a forward where those three comment. That was one I was confused on. List 3 communication methods that you could use during forklift operations. List 3 communication methods. So fuck mate, all I could think of was voice, your eyes, your facial gestures, and your hands. Like that's all I could think of with that one. Here it is. What is important to make sure your load does not shift on? No, that's not it. These are in place when loading. I'm like, no, that's not it. Try to pick up a load. Here it is. If we cut the load with one fork arm, what could happen? List 2 things. What did it say? The load could fall. The load becomes unstable. Is that on there? Stability, yep. The load could fail. Damage to fork and forklift. Damage to the forklift, there it is there. I've got that one right. Damage to forklift and load becomes unstable. Well, instability of the forklift may be affected. The load could fall. There we go. I got it right, man. The load becomes unstable and damage to forklift. Yeah, they're both on there, man. So I did remember both of them. I did remember that. Oh, I'm happy with myself, man, because I didn't know if I got it right or not. The only one that I'm confused on is the very first question, man. I'm going to be fucked. Provide 2 examples of your legal responsibilities, duty of care when operating a forklift in the workplace. I still can't think of that off the top of my head. And I can't find it. If it's at the start of the guide, I can't. Parts of a forklift, high risk work, making the application, requirements, safe work practices, risk management. Anyone know that? Anyone know the answer to that one? Don't read too much into it. We're not starting to do brain surgery. You are stacking pallets. I know. I've got to have a rest. I know. I recommend that too. I recommend you do a little bit of your study and you walk away. Don't sit there all day panicking on it and trying to remember this, that, and the other. You just do your fucking head in. You do your head in, man. I was even thinking about giving it a complete fucking break until Sunday fucking afternoon. Oh, Monday morning, getting up a little bit earlier. And I've got to read all the shit all the way there anyway. It takes me an hour and a half to get there anyway. And keeping it fresh in my brain. I'm just worried that I'm not going to remember it all. That's all. And I know if you don't study, man, if you don't study, you're not going to just remember shit the way that they want it written, man. You've got to be the way that's in the guide, man. Okay, you can say things in your own words, but it's got to be. So yeah, I am worried, man. I'm not exactly a genius. I never said I was a fucking genius. I've just got to get what is that called again? One with the power lines. Rat tails? Was it rat tails on the power lines? What was that called? How am I fucking going to remember that, man? I remember everything. Power poles with a qualified spotter, 3 metres. Without a spotter, 6.4. With a qualified towers, power poles. Rat tails, I think they were called. Let me see. I'll try and fucking anyway, man. I did this in the 90s. Might be different now. Well, I'm showing you, man. You can tell me if it's different, man. It seems pretty full on, dude. We've got a booklet here of 75 pages. You've got to answer 61 questions, and you've got to get 57 correct, or you fail. So you are allowed a few questions you don't get right, But majoritively, man, you've got to really, there's no good if you don't study this shit, dude. Well, especially while they're giving you the chance to do it. I mean, you've got 2 more days to really hit it hard. Monday morning, 8 o'clock is your test. Okay, Monday morning, 8 o'clock. Um, I've just never studied so much, mate. That's all. I've never had so much paperwork in front of me to study. But it keeps my brain occupied. Fuck that. Um, I'm also going to have a word to the lady about the security guard license, okay? Because there's got to be a way of me, because I passed everything, and the only thing that I couldn't get was 2 people to sign off, 2 of the references for the security guard license. You've got to know them more than 12 months, like doctor, nurses, government person. So I thought I'd talk to the lady at the job agency and see if I can get her to fucking help me in that regard. Because I really, spewing about that, ladies and gentlemen, I put a lot of work into that. Tiger tails, not rat tails, tiger tails. I've got to remember tiger tails. I've got to remember tiger tails. Yeah, I've got to remember that word. I called it rat tails. I'll get into trouble, man. I'll fucking fail that one. I called it a rat tail. Anyway, that's my bit of a stream for you today. My bit of a say hello, and I appreciate you. Just letting you know what I'm doing. I haven't got a criminal record, you dick. What criminal record, man? Yeah, what criminal record, man? Tell me how much of a criminal I am, man. Like, I really love that. I fucking love that shit, dude. Tell me how much of a criminal I am. I love that shit, dude. Yeah, I'm a criminal. Oh, fuck, mate, I'm a criminal. Oh, watch out. Fucking, yeah, I'm Melbourne's #1 wanted fucking on TikTok. I'm TikTok famous, man. Fucking hell. TikTok, assault, yeah, right. Yeah, I sold a few, mate. I sold a few, man. Go on then, big mouth. Fucking mate, I don't run from shit, dude. I don't fucking run from nothing, a flying fuck. So, go on, mouth then. Assault of who? Assault of who? Don't come into my fucking room, mate, talking shit, okay? It doesn't work that way here, buddy. Okay, I've spent an hour with you. Spent an hour with you. I got to fucking go and make some brekkie now because I lead a fucking tough life. Okay? Very stressed. Very, very stressed, mate. I should be making more masks is what I should be doing. I'll see how I go on Monday, man. I'll see what I've got left. And I'll go and see if I can get some latex, man, from the factory. There's a factory I can go to. So I've got to continue my arts, mate, without a doubt. I've got to continue them. I look forward to it, mate. Monday. I look forward to Monday. Yeah, there's no assault on there, you dickhead. There's no fucking assault on there, you fucking monkey on legs. Not that I know of, anyway. No, mate, there's no assault on there. What have we got on there? We've got, actually, I've got the file, haven't I? In the paperwork, actually, haven't I? I'm pretty fucking sure I do. I'm pretty sure I got a copy of that. Yeah, mate, I got a copy of everything, brother. It's nothing I don't have a copy of, bro. Trust me when I tell you, I've got a copy of it, okay? No, mate, there's growing chuff. That's about it. Oh, and I got a $1,500 fine for liking somebody's comment. That was my last thing, liking someone's comment on my YouTube channel. I hope you see your daughter, and I put a like on it. That's all I did. And I got a $1,500. I got arrested, put in the back of a divvy van, got charged with incitement. I'm inciting others. I didn't incite anybody. I just liked the comment. That's all I did. But they jump on any chance they can get, bro, to get you charged up. Any chance they can, they jump on you. So be careful, man. Okay, be careful with these women, mate. Don't give them the opportunity, mate, to get you charged up, because they will definitely put a charge on you if they can. I have no fucking orders. I can say what the fuck I want. I can say what the fuck I want. I can put any video up I want. I know you're fucking watching. I can put any video I want up too, but I don't. I don't. It's all privated. Hasn't changed. Nothing's changed. I'm trying to keep peace. So I've privated everything. I don't have anything on the thing. There's nothing at all. Nothing at all. There's bigger things to do, guys, rather than worrying about, bollocks, mate. Yeah, I got a $1,500. Yeah, I got a $1,500 fine for that, mate. Yeah, I'm very bad. Fucking such a bad bloke. Like, the cops were really nice to me, man. Like, seriously, because I'm a non-violent. I don't have any violence in my record or whatever, right? And I have no intentions of disobeying anything. Because remember, I had an AVO and a good behaviour bond at the time. That's how I got the good behaviour bond, by the way. I had the AVO, and when they took me to court and gave me the fine, they put me on a good behaviour bond. So it's like the noose around your neck. I was warned there and then. You do anything, and that's it. You're done, cunt. You're fucking done. Like, I was warned. I was warned by the judge. She was really nice to me. Because I'm not, all I did is like someone's comment, man. I didn't mean anything at all. It was just a beautiful, nice comment for me to, but I had to delete it. I had to delete the whole thing. Can't have any, at that time. Now, I delete them anyway, because I don't want my kids on internet. I don't want anything like that on the internet. That's never going to happen. There's no live streams with my kids. There's no videos with my kids. There's nothing like that, man. There's just nothing like that on my channel. So, yes, no, mate, it's just control. It's not crazy. That's just fucking control. That's just what the cops do, man. Because there's some cunts out there that are fucking crazy. There are some men out there that are just fucking loopy. And, they want to go banging on the doors. They want to go and, like threaten the person and make phone calls and all that kind of stuff, dude. I told the police I'll never do anything to interfere with my daughter's life. That's not what I do. I'm her dad, so I'll never do anything. That's why it's all gone now, man. It's all dismissed. There's no more orders. There's no more good behaviour bonds. There is fucking nothing. There's nothing, because I've obeyed everything and I haven't done anything wrong. I have no intentions of doing anything wrong, mate. But I can't mention anything about that, boys, at this time. Don't get me wrong in any way. But I'm not willing to talk about it anything further than Tuesday is my fucking day, boys. Tuesday. You want to know? Fucking Tuesday, bro. Tuesday's my day. After all of this time and all the stuff that I've been through, Tuesday. Tuesday is my day. I look forward to it. I've worked hard to get to there. I have suffered. I can live the life that I have in order to get there. So I'm very happy that that's happening. Other than that, nothing to say. Nothing to can't talk about it, Adam. Rather just not at this point, because it's not over yet. It's not over yet, mate. So I don't want to jeopardise or whatever it is, anything. And I only came on here to talk about a forklift licence, mate. Yeah, I know, man. I know. You've got good intentions. I know. It's all good. It's all good, buddy. They watch everything, mate. Adam. Oh, fuck Adam. They're on to me, mate. They fucking watch everything, mate. They watch everything, Adam. They fucking jogging it all down, mate. Like their videos. Oh, fuck, look what he said. Look what he said. Oh, fucking don't like this, don't like that. Oh, they fucking try, mate. Like they really do, man. They try. They try. They try. They try. 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 They try. 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 But no, none of it sticks, bro. Because we don't disobey anything, man. We're not doing anything wrong. We don't do anything wrong. We obey the orders, mate. We obey everything, you know? And we go to court and we file, you know, like, oh, fucking, mate, I can't, you know, if I could share the shit with you, you'd be amazed. Like, you'd be amazed as I am that they have the gall and the entitlement and just everything that they fucking carry on with is just insane. So get in that fucking courtroom. Get in that courtroom. Just fucking get in that courtroom. Don't be on the phone calling me. Fucking get on that courtroom, kid. Fucking get on that courtroom. You know, maybe a bit of justice, mate, finally. Maybe a bit of justice, bro. Okay? Maybe a little bit of justice. After all this time and everything that I've been through, it would be nice. It would be nice, mate. Tuesday, mate. Tuesday, followers. Tuesday. I look forward to it, mate. No, mate. Just cigarettes, mate. I've been smoking too many, man. Fucking chest, dude. I've been hitting the cigarettes, mate. Hitting the cigarettes in a bit of stress. So I've been trying to cut down on them. Otherwise I've got to spend fucking money buying another packet. At this point I can't fucking afford what. I've got 4 left, mate. I've got 4 left. Well, I've got 3 left. I'm about to have a cigarette, so I've got 3 left. Oh, fuck, I'll try and put it off for another hour. What time is it? I'll go down and have to buy another packet. It's only 12 o'clock, so I have to go down and buy another packet of cigarettes. Fuck. What message you got here? Well, correct, sir. Yeah, you're at the centre of your own universe. The rest is white noise. We're all that way, mate. We are all at the centre of our own universes. Mate, $15. $15, mate. $12 in Dandenong, mate. $12. You can pick them up for $12 in Dandenong. Fantastic. I don't think a lot of us wouldn't be able to survive, mate, if we weren't able to, you know, have that in our lives, you know. It's just become like a fucking crazy joint down here, mate. Every cunt's blowing each other up, trying to take over that dollar instead of just working, you know, amongst each others and, you know, everybody have an earn. You know, you got one bloke out there that wants to control everything, right? So they're wiping each other out a little bit, mate. And they're fucking rude too, mate. That was that woman that I had an argument with the other day. Well, I didn't argue. I just fucking stood there listening to this woman's fucking carrying on. Like, I don't know what's wrong with you girls, man. You think that a total stranger wants to stand there listening to you fucking bitching and moaning about something that happened a few minutes ago, and you're still carrying on like it's going on, you know? Like my godfather, you know, I just like said to her, just run your mouth, miss, and just walked away. Just turned around and walked away. I am not standing there arguing with a fucking woman. Don't do it, boys. It is a waste of your energy. It's a waste of your time. It is. You'll never win. You can never win. Okay, so just walk the fuck away. Just tell her. You can just run your mouth, man. I'll catch you later. Just let her talk, man. And as you're walking away, she's still fucking talking, mate. She's still running her fucking mouth, right? Just unnecessary. Just, I'm not shagging her, bro. It's not my wife. It's not my girlfriend. Why am I fucking listening to this shit? You can be offended, fair enough. Fuck, for some reason, your feelings got fucking hurt like 5 minutes ago. And here we are, you're still fucking complaining to me. You're still carrying on like it's, like, my godfather, these women, mate. Just enjoy your peace, brother. Enjoy your peace. Okay? Like, you see how quiet that is? Watch, listen. Isn't that wonderful? All I hear is the wind and the fucking waves, mate, of the ocean. That's all I can hear. I don't have a nagging fucking woman over my shoulder, just non-stop putting me down, running me down, fucking trying to put me in my place. Every woman's a fucking genius, mate. Every woman is a genius. Like, fucking hell. Every woman, mate. They're all geniuses, man. They can never be wrong. They're allowed to abuse you as much as they want. They're allowed to yell and scream at you like that woman the other day in the shop. And the minute you say anything back to her, it's abuse. The minute you say anything back, it's abuse. So you're just better off to walk away, bro. Don't put your energy into it. You're not fucking her. So what the fuck you want to listen to it for? You're not shagging it, bro. You're not, it's, yeah. So, no point fucking sitting there nodding your head going, yes, ma'am, oh, sorry about that, rah, rah. I wish I'd recorded it. You're carrying on like you need an apology. Like, that was fucking minutes ago. Like, I don't have a cigarette in my hand now, do I? No, right, so why are you carrying on? Okay, it's gone. Okay, walk back into the shop and you're fucking non-stop, how dare you disrespect me and how dare you come in here? What the fuck are you talking to? I have a packet of cigarettes, love, fucking double happiness, fucking bang, I'm still standing there waiting for the change. I don't fucking know you, I don't say anything. I don't say a word. I just stand there. And I just run your mouth, miss, it's not a problem. Just run your mouth. Give me my $5 change. That's out of there. And as I'm walking out again, it's again. Just keep running your mouth, man. Just keep running your mouth. Like it's you know what I mean? Like, what do you want from me? You want a reaction out of me? Yeah, it's not fucking happening. It ain't fucking happening. Don't give them any of their reaction, boys. Don't give them fucking anything. Don't. What the fuck for? What the fuck for? Are you kidding me? I'm banging them, so what's the point of it? I don't know where Adam is, mate. No idea. Never asked him, mate. Just don't yell and scream, mate. Just don't react to them. Don't react to them. Don't give them the reaction they're wanting. They want a reaction out of you. So just don't. It's not worth your time and your day. Live in peace, brother. Live in peace, mate. Go through your life, bro. Get your money together. You don't need a fucking woman, mate. What the fuck for? What for, man? You cook, dude. You cook. You clean. You take care of your own place, man. You take care of everything. It's like that Tian Lee that fucking calls me. Fucking just like her, bro. Sits there on the phone like I was bored. I was bored. It's like 9:30 at night. She's in her fucking 50s, mate, and thinks that she's a model. Like, seriously, thinks that she's a total fucking model, that every bloke in the world is after her. She ends up all the time. I think she's slept with three blokes since I've met her. She has slept with three different blokes from, what did I do there? There we go. From the, from the website or whatever. But three boyfriends so far that I've known her in the last year have that she's been with off the site. The last thing I said to her was, "Well, back on the site, love." That's what I said to her. Get back on the site. I can renew the membership. It's a fucking joke, bro. No one's going to put up with her bullshit. She said that her boyfriend was sitting on the lounge and she asked him some question about who he's typing on his phone. She was asking, who's that, who's this, right? He just walked out. He just walked out. I said, well, it goes to show you, love, that it's fucking mangy and fucking smelly, and they don't fucking hang around for it, love. And once they've hit it, that's it. They're fucking gone, mate. I said, you know how to pick them, right? You know how to pick them, love. And that's all they can expect, bro. She can't maintain a fucking relationship, man. They're looking for drama. They're looking for a problem. Don't you understand that? They're looking for it. They're looking for it. Anything that they can, right? How can you win? You can't win. You can't work with it. It makes it really, really hard to, because the person's looking for anything that they can get it. You know what I mean? To get on you, to get your, to get it over you. It's power, boys. Just get it over you. That's all it's about. Just power. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that Elle Macpherson, she's beautiful. She's beautiful. Elle Macpherson is beautiful, man. I wish her all the best. Haven't been on to TikTok a lot, mate. I don't bother with it, mate. I go on there for a little while. It's all teenagers and kids, and I don't know how to handle them, man. I'm not really into that kind of thing. Sorry, man, just catching up with your stuff. It's legal here, man. The government taxes the shit out of it. The government taxes the hell out of it, dude. Over here, they just tax the hell out of everything, and then it becomes legal. What was illegal yesterday, as long as they're getting their tax money, becomes legal today. Okay, that's all it is. They're waiting for their kickback, mate. Okay, there's no kickback to it, so it'll get banned. All right, it's got to get taxed, mate. It's got to get taxed, mate. Otherwise, that's it. Forget about it. Anyway, that is my day. All right, that's my day. Doing my license, studying, and just having a break, go and have something to eat, come back, do a little bit more reading, and then, yeah, that's about it, really. Just get out of the house maybe for some fresh air, and survive, mate. Survive. The idea is just to keep going, boys. Keep fucking going. Okay? Don't ever give up on yourself. Just keep fucking working, mate. Keep cracking away. All right? Keep doing your best. Whatever you give a woman is not enough. Whatever you give her isn't enough anyway, mate. So it's never enough. There's the goalpost will always get moved. Well, I might be wrong, mate. Seriously, I might be completely fucking wrong. All right? I've met some really nice chicks, man, in the last, couple of weeks, man, doing these courses. I've met some nice ladies. I don't know what they're like privately or whatever. But, like I've been watching some TikTok videos, the island ladies. They're cooking and they've got a big family and they're doing all the cooking and they're in there filming their cooking, how to make this, how to make that. They seem like really nice ladies. You know what I mean? Like they love their family, love their men. They look after them. They cook for them. The guys. I really like her videos. There's a lady on there does cook videos. So I've been watching her. How to make bread, how to do all that kind of stuff. I've been thinking about that. Fuck, those make me own, right? I made sausage rolls the other day, guys. I made sausage rolls. I forgot to film it for you. Dead set easy. Do you know the sausage roll down the road here is $6.50? for a sausage roll. $6.50. Okay, that's not cheap for a sausage roll. So I went and bought the pastry. Right, you see I've been cutting them. Then you just get the sausages, from the supermarket, whatever kind of sausage you like, chicken, beef, whatever it is, all the different flavours that you like. Or if there's the sausages that are on special, pull a couple of sheets out and thaw it, right? Leave it outside the cabinet for 10 or 15 minutes and let it completely thaw. And then get your sausages and take the skin off them and then put the sausage meat inside the thing. I put all cheese inside. I got a bag of cheese, put the cheese inside, fold them over, put the cheese on the top, egg wipe them, put an egg white over it, egg thing over the top of it. Oh man, they were really nice. They were really nice, and I swear to God, $6.50 down the road now for a fucking sausage roll. So I got, a whole packet of fucking sausages for a couple of bucks. So just make your own sausage rolls, man. Yeah, just make your own. I like sausage rolls. I've got a thing about sausage rolls for lunch. I've run out of the... there's me egg wash. There's me egg wash. You don't get much, man, for 50... Or was it $60 fucking dollars in groceries, bro? You just get some milk, some coffee milk, and, majoritively those steaks, and some chicken, packet of chicken, and what was this one? Oh, yeah, the drumsticks I got. That was it. You don't get a whole fucking lot, man. Like, I'm blown away at the prices of everything, dude. Like, and I'm so careful. I bought some cooking oil, I bought some underarm deodorant, a can of beans. I weighed 2 potatoes at the supermarket. 2 potatoes, $1.58 for 2 potatoes. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I just shook my head. How in the fuck is that even reasonable? 2 potatoes, just normal sized potatoes on the weight machine. Just for tonight, I thought, and then I'll get a bag of potatoes, but I've got too much to carry, and a bag of potatoes, man, fuck that. So I'll just get a couple of potatoes for dinner tonight. How much are these? How much do these weigh? $1.58 for the 2 potatoes. So disgusting, mate. Fucking disgusting, dude. $1.58 for 2 potatoes. Are you what the fuck world do we live in, mate? So I'm going into Frankston. I'll go to the fruit and veg place there in Frankston. There's a big fruit and veg joint there and a meat joint there. So we'll go in and have a look at that, mate. We'll go in and have a look at that. See if that's any different. A bag of potatoes, for $4 or something like that sounds a lot better than, 2 potatoes for $1.50. When are you going to a barber to get a normal haircut? Why doesn't everybody hate? Everybody hates my haircut. Why do people talk about my haircut? What's wrong with my haircut? What the fuck's, everyone's like mentions my hair. I don't know what the fuck for. I haven't been able to eat since my dad died now. Mum died. Fuck, sorry, man. All alone and all kinds of fucked up now. My first girlfriend haven't seen in 20 years, childhood sweethearts. Wow, dude. Fuck. Well, sorry for your grief, man. I apologize, sorry you're going through that alone. Hopefully you, become strong. Become strong, man. Don't give in to it. Just become strong and live through it, bro. Live through it, man. And, like, get some of that money that, we used to burn at the crossroads once a year on their birthday, burn some money for them, burn the house, the money that represents the house and that. Burn that, send some, I don't know. At least remember them once a year on their birthday and that, That's the best that you can do. Oh, I don't know, man. I cut on my own. I do my own haircut. I haven't been to a barber in fucking 12 months. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, the last one was that little Muslim guy. And I'm sick of them, man. I am sick of them. Like, I'll stand outside and I'll watch the kid cut someone else. Islamic person, right? And they'll a pair of scissors. He's going around using the scissors. So that's why I went in there. And then as soon as I sit down in the fucking chair, mate, it's the buzzers. It just bzzz, that's it. You know what I mean? That's all I got. And maybe 5 minutes, 6 minutes to cut my hair. A shit job, like fucking shit. Just run it straight through like that all the way. Fucking no styling to it, no cutting to it. Just fucking the machine. And I was fucking, mate, I was pissed off. Like seriously. And then I get to there. I was only in there a few minutes. How much is that? $55. 55 fucking dollars. It took the kid no more than 10 minutes to do my hair. I've got to go and work in a factory for 2 hours. 2 hours to get that $55. I've got to work 2 hours at GB Galvanizing, mate. Fucking real work to get that. So I did not see any fucking value in going to this guy as a hair cutter. You didn't pick up a pair of scissors, man. You just used the machine, and my hair looks shit. Like, it looks shit. So there's no style to it. There's no cut to it. There's nothing. It's just you running it fucking bing, bing, bing all the way down and cutting it at level 3 or whatever the fuck it is. So no, man. And he refused to do the sides. He just refused. Said I can only just do what the machine. See the machine? He said that's it. So he hasn't got a razor. He hasn't got a shaver. He hasn't got anything, man. He's not doing the neck. I look back. I said, show me the back of the neck. It's all hairy here. I said, mate, this is incredible. Like, I want this cut more. I want this trim more. I want the back fucking done, rah. And I was in and out of there real fucking quick. There was no value for me as a factory worker working 2 hours and paying $55 for that fucking bit of shit. So I walked out really unhappy. Really fucking unhappy. So I thought to myself, I can do that at home. I went and bought some off marketplace, those shearing things with all the different levels in it. And that fucking difficult, mate. It's not that difficult, bro. I mean, my hair's, that's how it is, mate. And I do it. I cut it. And to be honest, mate, I don't give a fuck what people think. I don't care what they think. They like it, they don't like it. Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't fucking care. In fact, if they piss me off, I'll put fucking bright blue, pink, yellow colours through the fucking hair. I'll fucking turn the cunt fucking blonde. I'll dye it, mate, complete blonde. That's what I want, fucking gold. I want gold colour. I don't like this colour. I want gold colour. All right. So if I could colour my hair gold, that's what I would do. It would be gold. Okay. I don't know what they were, man. Fucking Islamic kids. I don't know. They treated me a whole lot differently than what I had just watched the kid treat the other guy. The other guy did not get a pair of electric fucking shit until he got to the back of his head, and he had the back of his head shaved. But the rest of it was done by a pair of scissors. So I walk in the chair, and he just picked up the shaver and started going bzzz all over my hair. And I said, what are you doing? He says, what length do you want? And I've gone, here we fucking go. So he's just put was it size 2 on it or something like that? Size 3? And starts going through my hair. Man, I was pissed. I was pissed off. It took just a few minutes. I mean, I haven't got much hair, mate. So it's not going to take you long to go through just bzz, 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 bzz. Fucking all my hair's fucking coming off, mate. It's all the same like a fucking soldier. Looks like a soldier. There's no cut to it. There's no... doesn't exist. Just fucking shaved down. So, no, man. I felt like a fucking sheep, mate, being shorn, When you fucking get in there and fucking some cunt's just fucking shearing you, mate. Fucking... You got all your hair coming over your shoulders and shit. I'm thinking, I just wanted to fucking trim, man. And the cunt's cut fucking like... I don't know. It was number 3 or something. Number 2 fucking attachment or whatever it was. That's what he put on me. I look forward to next week, bros. I look forward to it all. Apparently they get really pissed off when I'm on live stream. Like, they just get pissed off. I'm watching your live streams. So fucking what? I don't like what you've said. You know, why are you talking about this and why are you talking about that? I don't give a fuck you don't like it. I don't fucking care what you do and you don't like. And the fuck are you? But I don't say nothing, boys. I don't say a word, man. I just fucking, yep, okay, not a problem, okay. It doesn't change fucking anything, mate. These fucking bitches, mate, that want to come into your fucking life, nothing to fucking do with you, but they want to tell you what you can and you can't and you this, that and the other. They want fucking still power over you. They want power over you. They don't give a fuck about you, but they want power. You know, they want power. That's it. You do this, you do that, don't do this, don't do that. And I'm not going to obey anything. I'm not going to do anything, but you're going to do what I tell you to do. Like, that's fucking amazing, brother. That is fucking just some fucked up mentality, let me tell you. So we're going to deal with that, brothers. We're going to deal with that, sisters. Don't worry about that. It looks fun, bro. It looks fun. I want to be a forklift driver, man. I get a forklift license. Then I'll get the fucking heavy-duty truck license. Then I'll get a white card. I'll get the white card. I don't know about after that. I haven't thought about it. But it'll kick me along, mate. It'll give me paperwork. You know what kind of job I want, boys? I want to stand in the middle of the road, very fucking technical here, with a little lollipop fucking sign. Yeah, lollipop fucking sign, hard hat, all the fucking PPE on, oh, fucking danger money, fucking after hours, fucking, oh, I want all of that. And I just stand there in the fucking middle of the thing, and I just move the sign. Just move the sign like that. Fucking don't you go anywhere. I'm the fucking lollipop fucking man. Oh, I fucking got the PPE on. You fucking stop, right? You got to do what I tell you to do. I want to be the cunt where you're driving along and he's standing in the middle of the road and he just moves the code for the bus to come through. He just moves the code. That's it. He just leans against the thing and as soon as the bus comes down there, he moves the code on the road so the bus can go through because it's blocked off road. Oh, it's fucking very important that's blocked off until the bus comes through. I want to be that cunt. Oh, fucker, that's danger money. That's fucking everything right there. You couldn't get any fucking better. And he's standing out there with a cigarette in his fucking hand. He's giving it fucking this every 2 seconds. And all he does is pull the cone out. Just twice an hour. That'd be twice an hour because the bus is only twice an hour. So twice an hour, he's got to go out there and move the fucking cone. And that's before 10:30. So whatever, all day, all fucking whatever, until 10:30 at night. And then they open up that side of the fucking lane. It's fucking full on, dude. I want to be that cunt. That's the fucking job I want. Yeah, fucking you righty, mate. Get fucking $40 an hour. Fucking stand there with a fucking lollipop fucking thing in your head. Yeah, that's perfect for me. Oh, that's perfect for me. Oh, fucking, I'm in danger, mate. Anything could happen. A bus could come out of anywhere and fucking hurt poor Lord Dobby. He needs all that fucking extra danger, fucking casheroony, mate. Yeah, that's the fucking perfect job, mate, for me. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about it, mate. So we get that fucking, that danger fucking thing going on. Make a coffee, man. This is my peaceful life. Like, seriously. Compared to what I had before. I just make my coffee. Go for a walk on the beach. School holidays, boys. 1, 2, 3... School holidays, you know that? 4, 5, 6. School holidays, mate. What a joke. What a joke, mate. I can tell you it's going to fucking change. This will be the last school holidays that I don't get to fucking swear to God. On a fucking Bible, this is the last fucking school holidays that I don't get to see my fucking kids. The last school holidays. The last. I can promise you that. kids, my eldest, are doing really good. It's good to see them as a dad, being happy in their life. They're all getting older now, mate. Kids are getting older now. They're adults now, and yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, they're certainly not young anymore, mate. They're adults now. They live with boyfriends and they're buying houses, and you know what I mean. They've got their own life, mate. And you can only wish them all the best as a dad, mate. You know what I mean? Stay on the path, kind of thing. That kind of reminds me, boys, like we've kind of known each other a few years. I'm hoping that you guys have changed your paths since we've met. Like I really do. I hope things have changed in your life in these years that have passed. And I hope that you've been able to find somebody and get married and have kids and be a family and be a dad and be a mum. And I hope all that for you. I don't ever wish you to not have that. I mean, I've had it, twice now. Twice now. So at least I had the opportunity. Whereas, I know young men that'll never have that, even the opportunity of that. Like they're going to be 40 years old, mate, before they've even, married somebody or anything like that. So, yeah, man, it's that. Yeah, that's what I was querying, because like a lot of people have been with me a long time. So I'm kind of hoping that, that what we were all those years ago, you have progressed a little bit in your life, just like I have. I mean, it's not a huge progression, but it's certainly a progression, right? And in my life, mate, I just want to live in peace. Let me lower this fucking line down, mate. Sorry. Um, the reflection's hitting my phone. Yeah, it's better. Um, yeah, that's what I hope. I hope the men that have watched me over the years have watched me. I hope that you have, I hope the same thing for you. And don't get me wrong, boys, through pain becomes growth. You suffer pain, it makes you grow inside as a man. It makes you realise things in people. It makes you understand the world better. It makes you realise, when people are, saying they're one thing to you that they actually mean another. And they have gives in their body language and in the way they talk. They have a giveaway, a give to it. So if you're clever, you'll pick up on it. Okay, if you're not, then just like I was the first time round, you're going to suffer because it's all going to come as news. Whereas if you're, the second time around, I was a lot more awake to the red flags. I was just awake. There was just nothing. It wasn't the same as the first time round. The second time, third time, whatever it is, you are more astute and awake to women's behaviour and how they are and the red flags that they give off. And, I'm sorry, but that's reality. That's normal. So, especially if you've had experience with women. If you've had no experience with women, you've got less chance of noticing things. But if you've actually been through a few rodeos, mate, and you've been through a few girlfriends and you've been through a few experiences, you tend to learn things, okay? Because it's not your first time you're ever going to see that or the last time you're ever going to experience or go through heartache, and you've got to notice these things, mate. You've got to notice them, man. Because if you don't, then just like the first time round, you've got someone that's having a fucking 3-month affair or 6-month affair on, marriage, you wouldn't have noticed it, mate, without the flags. The flags were there, brother. Matter of ignoring them or accepting them, bro. And learn, mate, learn. Learn. Yeah, they hate it when I bring it up, mate. Oh, fuck, they hate it. Oh, they fucking hate it, these women, mate. They like to get away with it. They like these women, mate. They're fucking incredible, right? They want to do what they want, say what they want, everything right, and you're supposed to just be quiet. You're not supposed to say a single fucking word. And how dare you say anything against that woman, right? They hate it, bro. They call me up, fucking complaining to me, bro. Like, don't talk about me, don't do this, don't say that. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay. No worries. Fucking, I have learnt better than to argue with a woman. I've learnt better. I have learnt a lot fucking more, boy, gentlemen. Like standing there defending yourself against a woman and trying to get some kind of agreement with a woman. It doesn't work because her mindset can change in an hour. So whatever you've agreed on won't exist in an hour. It can just be totally changed, and only she will know about it. Okay. The best thing to do is agree. Agree. Just agree, man. Uh, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that. No, I don't like that either. I don't want you to do this, I don't want you to do that. That's very bad. I don't think you should do that either. Don't talk about this, don't talk about that. I agree. Shouldn't talk about that. Shouldn't talk about that. Shouldn't. Just agree. Just agree. There is no good arguing. There is no good having a point of view. There is no good saying to the person, whatever, okay? Nothing is going to work. Women don't work that way. You just have to agree. Agreeing with them pretty much nullifies all of their drama. Because if you don't, you're going to come out with a whole bunch of drama. There's going to be a whole pile on, okay? So the way to extinguish her is just to agree. Just to agree. It doesn't mean you have to actually do it. Just agree to it, okay? Let the words will placate her and put her into it and make her think that she's in control and she's doing this, mate. But the whole time, you're fucking aware. And the only reason you agree to it is because you need to calm her down. You need to keep her fucking sweet. So you just agree to it. But you don't actually fucking do it. You do what the fuck you want. You do what you want. I don't share my videos. I don't unprivate things because of a woman. No, 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 no. I don't. I do that because of what I'm. Me. I won't. I don't want that on my video. I don't want that on my channel. Complete privacy. Complete. We're talking about my. So that's not fucking right. I've got my own. I don't need a fucking woman to tell me, fuck you. Fuck you. Quite simple. I'll do that because I want to do it, not because I'm being told to do it. Okay, gentlemen? Don't fucking, but when they're doing that to you, understand what you're dealing with. Understand the red flags that are being fucking shown to you while you're agreeing to it. Because this shows you who you are dealing with in reality, okay? Because you can't say no. You can't. It's impossible. You're going to have more drama, more fucking... You know what I mean? And there's no payoff. There's no payoff, gentlemen. You're not getting shagged. So what the fuck is the point in losing your brain cells with it? There's no payoff. There's none. It's just one way fucking diatribe shit fucking telling you what to do and how you should act and what you should say and all that fucking shit. The same as when you're with the fucking person, no real difference. Except there is no payoff. You don't ever get to shag it. Someone else is shagging it. Someone else is shagging it and is standing there telling you what you need to do. It's fucking hilarious, mate. I fucking love that shit. Mate, the entitlement is huge. Oh, fuck, the entitlement of them, mate, is massive. Just the entitlement of it all, right? Because we don't get to do that as men. Like seriously, man, the word no is considered abuse. Just the word no. You say that to a woman is considered abuse. If you carry on at all, if you carry on in any way, it's called severe. What is it? Severe misogyny. They've got a new name for it now. It's called severe misogyny. because you've stuck up for yourself, bro. You stuck up for yourself. Simple as that. You just didn't agree with what she wants. You didn't give her the fucking... You are just sick of it, you know? And every time you say something to this person, they don't give a fuck. They don't care what you said or what you asked or anything else. You have to do what they are telling you to do. You have to do it. Otherwise, they're just not happy. They're not happy, and you're hurting their feelings. And boys, let me tell you, you're going to get into a lot more fucking drama. So play them. Play them. Oh, play them, boys. Okay? Shag them. Play them. Just agree to what they fucking, yeah. But don't do shit unless you actually want to do it. Unless you actually want to do it. Don't do it. They can fucking agree, and you can agree, yeah, not a worry. It doesn't mean you're going to fucking do it. Fuck that. You're not even with the person, mate. You're not even with the person. You've got nothing to do with the person at all. You know, you can't call them and go, hey, do this, this, and this. That's what you called them up, right? And you said the same kind of... They would have you charged for abuse. They would have you done. They'd have you charged for abuse, bro. How dare you speak to me like that? Look, he's demanding, he's calling me up, abusing me. You know, he's demanding this and demanding I do whatever. To them, that's abuse. To a woman, that's abuse. You ask her to do something, that's abuse. It's not a bad coffee. Can't recommend it. I'm trying to get used to it. It's my first time, I'll show you. It has got some lovely flavour to it. I can't taste the chocolatey though. Where is it? Here. I can't taste the chocolatey thing that they're saying that's there. I'll show you the coffee that I'm having. I tried this one today. This one this week. It was $13 on special, half price. So I thought, well, it must be pretty fucking good if it's $23 for 500 grams of coffee. So I thought, and that'll last me ages and ages and ages and ages, mate. Like seriously, a long time. So it's apparently got chocolate notes in the back. Because I read all this. I don't know about you if you read all this kind of thing, but I read it. Ethiopian Arabica beans, tea lemon, subtle fruit flavours. Arabica beans, cocoa, buttery, nutty, chocolate flavours. I am trying to get the chocolatey part though. Smooth, silky with chocolate flavours. Everything says chocolate flavours. Northern Beaches Coffee Roasters, New South Wales, mate. New South Wales. Rich blended and packed in Australia from Northern Beaches from imported green coffee beans and local ingredients. So they must import it from somewhere. That's the one that was on special at Coles. I had no coffee for ages, man. Ages and ages. And I'm just busting for a coffee. And it's $6 for a coffee now, just for a small coffee. About the same size as this. Is about $6. Correct, yeah. Play the Maroon game, Adam. Play them. A lot of men, don't understand how to play the game. Play the game. Let them fucking play themselves out. Let them play themselves out. Well, you didn't think I didn't fucking know and I was all the way back over there? You're fucking kidding yourself. I knew, man. I knew just by the way everything was unfolding, by the way everything was at the dinner table, and everyone's laughing at me, and everyone's asking me to repeat everything so that they can all laugh at me. And I'm thinking to myself, you can fucking laugh now, and we'll see how it works out for you later. Okay? Because, but I knew all the way back then, man. Like, all the way. But I tried. I wanted to try. I really wanted to try. You know, I've signed up now. I'm signed up. You know, what the fuck, you've signed up, bro. So you got to put everything into it, mate. You know, at least you got to try, right? So that's what I did. That's what I did. I tried as hard as I could. I tried, any kind of avenue that I could think of, and nothing could get through. Nothing could get through. So... Oh, God, go to sleep, mate. Thank you, Adam, for visiting. All right, I'm glad I caught you, man. Thank you for visiting. Say hello. No problem. I appreciate you. Catch you later, man, okay? Go to bed, man. Go to sleep, bro. I'm going to jump off anyway. I've got to get back to fucking studying, mate. I've got to get back to reading the pamphlet again. I'll sit there and read it again. I don't know how I'm going to get 61 questions out of that booklet. I mean, they must ask everything about every angle. Um, I'm still swallowing that there are 61 questions to come out of that. So I'll sit there and read it a few more times. I cannot promise you, viewers, that I can remember everything. I really, really can't. I have, the short-term memory loss thing going on all the time. Fucking hell. A bit of short-term memory loss, like I try, right? I'm trying, right? That's all I can do. I can only try. I can only try and get it. But after that is the truck license, and then after that is white card. I want to try and get a white card so I can work in all of the road things for the council, and possibly get a job with the council, standing there with a lollipop in my hand. We're moving a thing in the middle of the road, a cone in the middle of the road for the bus to get through. That's the guy's job. He's just standing there all day, fully cloaked up with PPE on, hard hat on, everything on, and he's just got to move the cone. And the bus comes through twice an hour, and that'd be it. That's it. Just twice an hour, you've got to move the cone when the bus comes through, so the bus can go through that side. Because otherwise, it's blocked off. You got to turn left. You can't go straight. You can't go straight. And I just thought, that's a brilliant job. That is a brilliant job. Like, what a great job. Then I looked at the bus drivers, and I thought, well, all of them, all you need is a truck license, and then you go to the course to do a bus course. They do a bus course there, so you can learn all of it in one thing, guys. You can just sit there the whole fucking half of your life, whatever, just getting fucking pieces of plastic, mate. That's all you need to do. Fuck. Man, I got good chances, mate. I don't care. Don't worry about it. Just live your life, mate. Chances and not chances, whatever. Um, just survive, mate. Live. Wake up in the morning. I'm happy. I don't have a whole lot of expectations, mate. My expectations have gone now, like they've gone. I'm old. Expectations are for young people. Striving. The expectations. At my age, it's just affording to eat, paying my bills, have some money to do my art. Not just live in peace, have a peaceful life. Just live in peace. You hear that, as I've said a couple of times already in the stream. You hear that? Just all I hear is the waves. I just hear the waves. That's all I hear. Okay, live in peace, gentlemen. Um, Seriously, after you've shagged them, half the time you can't wait for them to fucking go home. I'm sorry, but you can't. That's just the facts. Your own peace of mind, your own fucking joint. The minute the woman starts climbing on your ass about, oh, the garbage hasn't been taken out, or you didn't wipe the counter down, or, oh, look at the floor, it hasn't been vacuumed. Fuck that. There's the front door. There's the front door. Oh, I don't listen to it at all, mate. I don't give it any. There is no chance of the Sheila coming in here and, I don't care, you don't like this, that, or the other. I'm too old for it, mate, now. I don't placate to them, or just like that woman in the shop the other day. Just keep running your mouth, miss, and just turn around and walk away. You just don't give them any of your power anymore. And if you've been around women or around people, forget just women, people in general, and you've seen how they. When I was young, I used to watch people a lot. Do you watch people? How they interact with each other, how they talk to each other, things that happen between. You can just sit there and watch. I used to sit there and watch people a lot when I was young, and just how they treat each other, and circumstances and stuff like that. Incredible. I met this Sheila called Maria one day. She worked for my dad. She worked in one of the shops. She had the biggest set of carpets you've ever seen in your life. Just gorgeous, right? Long Australian chick, long brown hair, really, really pretty chick, and just lovely big set of carpets on her fucking. Anyway, I've ended up pulling her, take her out, rah, rah. Ended up taking her back to her joint, rah, 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 right? So I think it's about a week later, I ended up speaking to a bloke called Tony. I ended up bumping into Tony, saying, "How you doing, rah, rah?" English Tony. And he's, I mentioned I'm shagging, rah, rah, and he's gone, "Oh yeah, my cousin had that, a couple of weeks ago." And I've gone, "What?" He said, "Yeah." He said, maybe three and a half weeks ago, he said something like that. He said, my cousin was shagging her over my joint. I said, "Are you serious?" He's gone, "Mate, I walked into the room and slapped on his ass as he's shagging up. I slapped his ass." He said, I'm pretty sure that was me cousin." I said, "Is that what you did?" He said, "Fuck, that's what I did, Charlie. I walked in the room, slapped him on his ass and walked out again." He said it was the funniest thing. He said, I said, "You sure that?" He said, "Yeah, that's a Sheila." I said, "So mate, how they're playing with you is, totally different how they were playing with a bloke 2 weeks ago. Okay? So you got to wake up to this shit, dude. You got to understand what's going on. Okay? So she didn't say nothing to me. You didn't say nothing at all to me, mate. So I wouldn't have shagged it if I'd known that. That's the thing, though. I wouldn't have got anywhere near it because I know the bloke. All right? So no, mate. I wouldn't have gone near it. We just wouldn't. Yeah, it's not worth my. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I know the bloke. Now we just had a good laugh together. I just had a good laugh with him. He's, that's all. I had a good laugh with him. I'm after you. I just fucking shook my head like that, man. I was fucking just, just like, you know what I mean? It's like in front of you. It's like, oh, yuck, You don't care about the past. You don't want it in front of you, man. You don't want to be like looking at the past. You know what I mean? You don't want the bloke to turn around and go, "Oh yeah, I just effed her, rah, 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 rah." You just, completely blew her out of the fucking water, in my eyes anyway. But it was a fun experience. But these are the things you're going to have to wake up to. These are the flags that are around you. But I've met some lovely ladies. I'm not going to say that they're all women, all this, just like they can't say it's all men, all this, right? There are some good ladies out there that do love their men and take care of them and want family units and have their family. And, we have an 80% fucking divorce rate. It doesn't matter how you want to gloss over it or how you want to name it and whatever. We have an 80% divorce rate initiated by women. Those are the facts. So I don't know what to tell you. There are 20% of women out there that are fucking great. Oh, mate, they're the best wives in the world, mate. You want to fucking marry one of them. All you got to do is meet one of them, mate. 20% of the population are fucking beautiful, mate. 20%. 80% divorce rate. Correct, Adam, yeah. Women should not be the focus of your life. I agree. You are. You are. See, and men forget that after they've met the Sheila. You see, you were working how you were working. You've gained what you've gained. Your materialistic, your possessions, your job, and you've gained this, right? You've gained it all, right? And when that woman seen you, that's what attracted her to you. That's what she liked about you, Rara. That you had all of your shit organised or whatever that she had in her dreamland of thinking about you. So, and then after that, mate, they come in and suddenly they want control. That's the thing, though, man. I'm telling you, all of them want control. Not many of them will submit to a man and just, agree with him and work with him and help him. And no, they will stand there and argue about everything. Everything. And they want to argue about the angles, from different angles of the one question. There's 50 fucking angles for them to go in. They need to know everything. So it makes it pretty hard to You'll know it, man. You'll know it. Okay, you know, like seriously, the you know they give themselves away, pretty much just letting them talk. Just let them talk. The same as Tian Crazy Lee. The longer you let her talk, the more you're glad that you have your peace and that you're not going to put up with any of that shit from this person at all. Just none of it, you know. And like that's what I said to her the way I spoke to her. You know, you're like, what did you call me up to practice to see if you had any riz left? Because it's 3 months. You've been banging this guy, and then that's it. You've just broken up with him, and rah rah. Now you're calling me rah. Is this the same guy you're complaining about rah rah? What a load of rubbish. Like I'm just sitting. I'm bored. I'm fucking sitting there listening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So you called me up for a bit of riz, did you? Yeah. Fuck. Women are crazy, mate. Women are crazy. All right, they're not happy. Well, 80% of them are. 80% of them are. 20% of them are just great chicks. 20% of them are great chicks. Really nice. Take care of their men, love their men, have a family. You know, they stick through it, through good and bad, up and down, whatever it is. But they certainly don't treat him like a fucking pleb, mate. They don't talk to the guy like he's nothing, and anything he says or feels or wants is nothing. Only I matter. You know what I mean? Like it's yeah, yeah. Good luck in your thing, man. That's life. But have a go in it, mate. Always have a go. Don't ever give up on yourself. You get married, mate. Have some kids. Live the dream, mate. Live the dream, brother. You know, do your best to live the dream. Do your best. I got to get back to my studies, man. I got to try and refresh the brain, keep working with the brain. I don't know what. I'm going to have a shower, have something to eat, and just go back and do some more reading, I think, mate. Do some more reading, and I've got until Monday to remember all of this stuff. So this is what you have to do to get a forklift license truck, as you can see here from the work group. These are all the questions and stuff that you'll have to remember. The entire booklet, 75 pages, and you need to remember there are 61 questions, and you're allowed 57, and if you get anything more than that over wrong, you fail. So there's a lot there to remember. A lot there to, there's heaps, man. Question 5, choose 8. You've got to remember 8 on the list. You'll be last. Common workplace hazards. Gosh, mate. I've got to remember all of this. I don't know how I'm going to remember all of it, bro. I really don't remember all. Not easy, man. But I'm going to really try and get a forklift license. Now, don't get excited, boys. In the real world, forklift drivers get an extra 50 cents an hour. That's it. Okay? Just so you know that, mate. They don't get a huge amount of fucking money extra for learning forklift or whatever. It's an extra 50 cents an hour. So I don't know whether you want to do the course or whatever. But yeah, the 80-20 rule. I wish it was better than that for you, man. I really do. I've kind of given up on all that kind of thing, mate. I have. I've given up on all that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm immune against women, to be honest, man. I've got no money. I'm a little bit fat, and I'm missing a couple of teeth in the front. So I'm immune, mate. Like they won't even, you know what I mean? You won't even get looked at, mate. You won't even get looked at, mate. They just straight away look at you and that's it. Don't want anything to do with you. So you should just put your time and your efforts into yourself, bro. Just build yourself up, build up some qualifications, get your life organised a little bit, and get yourself more. Upgrade your shit. Rear end swing, question 9. Okay, now, mate. It creates a hazard, particularly for pedestrians, plant, and equipment. So I've got to remember that. Creates a hazard for pedestrians, plant, and equipment. Far out. It looks like I got rid of the moderator before. It looks like the moderator turned, mate. How's that, eh? Didn't take long, did it, boys? Yeah, moderator started out really nice, eh? Started out as a good kid, rah rah. After a little while, mate, they come in pretending they're the Rocky Rena and start giving you fucking leaving those messages on your shit. And yeah, that's a complete turnaround, bro, isn't it? From where we started out, when you think about it, with that moderator, because we've only ever had one moderator, mate. That's it, just him. So can't understand that, man. I just thought of that. I thought, hang on a minute, I've only ever given the moderator to that one guy, and he comes in all the time with different names in. But this time round, you want to tell me to spread my butt cheeks? Like fucking, what the fuck? What's all this gay shit all the time, dude? Like seriously, man. Ever since Diddy got busted, man, fucking cheeks are out, dude. Everyone's chasing cheeks. Like fuck. The advertising's really worked, man. The media has really worked. You can check the weight of the load in a number of ways. When using an attachment, always make sure you have factored in the weight of the attachment. Check the shape of the load, make sure the heaviest part is against the mast. I know this is going to be part of it, I know that. Apply hazard control measures. It's definitely going to be part of the test. Talk to the other workers in the area to ensure they are aware of the work. And the control measures. Control measures could include, this will definitely be in the test. Definitely. Using a safety observer, also known as a spotter. Use a spotter. Putting safety tags on electrical switches. Disconnecting power when working near power lines or overhead services. That's definitely going to be in the test, and this will be in the test too. Setting up barricades and traffic control to keep the area clear, placing pedestrian controls, moving any obstructions out of the way. So apply hazard control measures. Wearing personal protective equipment such as high visibility clothing, so wearing PPE. Setting up adequate lighting in the work area. So all of those are on that list. That's definitely going to be a question, man, right there. There is a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of stuff. Forklift and pedestrians. At any time forklifts are being used in an area with pedestrians access, there should always be signs, barriers, and designated pedestrian walkways. A flagman must be used to direct traffic and warn people nearby that there is a forklift being used. Okay, no, mate. That's a lot, man. I might go and have a rest, mate. I'm tired. My eyes get sore. My eyes get a bit sore, mate. And I get tired for some reason. Like if I concentrate on too much, I get tired. Do not carry the load on one forearm. If you do, damage to the forklift tines. The stability of the forklift may be affected. The load could fall, damage to mast. So the load could fall and damage to the tines. I think that's what I put in mine. Okay, that's my afternoon. I'm going to go and sit here and just read this some more and maybe have a rest. I'm going to have a shower. I haven't eaten yet. I've just had a coffee. I've got to get something to eat. I've got fucking 1 o'clock. Damn it. Time has gone pretty quick. All right, take care. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a good afternoon. And thanks very much for joining me while you did. And I hope you're all happy, healthy, and well as always. And I wish you all the best in the future, okay? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day to be a neighbor. Oh, won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Bye, boys.